If you've always wanted to live in Europe but were scared off due to the high cost of living in countries like France, Italy, Germany, or even Switzerland, worry not, as you can still experience Europe even with a low budget. Let's take a look at these 10 cheapest countries to live in Europe comfortably. Number 10, Latvia. Latvia is a green country on the northern coast of Europe. It's one of the cheapest places to live in developed Europe. Latvia boasts diverse top sectors with many work opportunities for expats, especially in international industries related to exports. Riga, the capital of Latvia, is a charming city. The cost of living in Europe is rarely dirt cheap, but Riga offers much of the quaint romance of Western Europe at a lower cost, and without the madness of some of Western Europe's countries. The food price can be quite cheap. Even some of the city's better restaurants offer business lunches for as little as €5, which comes complete with coffee, tea, or sometimes even wine. Monthly rent for a 900 square foot apartment in normal area is $500. Number 9. Belarus. Belarus is an Eastern European country that borders Poland, Ukraine, and Russia. Its major industries include metal cutting machines, tractors, and trucks. With about $450 in monthly estimated expenses, plus about $440 in monthly rent for a one-bedroom apartment in the center of Minsk, a single person can live comfortably on under $1,000 a month. But monthly rent for 85 square meters, 900 square foot, a furnished accommodation in normal area is only $340. The food can be really cheap. Usually, the dishes of Belarusian national cuisine are inexpensive, even in restaurants, $7 for basic lunchtime menu in the business district. Living in Belarus means life in a laid-back and pleasant atmosphere. However, most of the services are still developing. Number 8, the Czech Republic. The Czech Republic is a cheap place to live in Europe. This European country borders Germany, Austria, and Poland, and has a population of 10.6 million. However, if you travel away from Prague, the country offers excellent real estate bargains and pretty low cost of living. There are many picturesque towns in the Czech Republic, and you can get great real estate bargains on the countryside, as foreigners and Czechs prefer to move to Prague. Number 7, Slovakia. Slovakia is not as cheap as Bulgaria, Romania, or Hungary, but it does offer better values than most of the rest of Europe. Plus, you get the advantage of feeling like a pioneer. Here, you can eat well, drink well, and find plenty of sights to marvel over at a fraction of the cost of the countries to the west. You can get a big multi-course lunch and a glass or two of good wine for less than $10. Number 6, Poland. Poland has one of the highest local purchasing powers of the cheapest countries. Any incomes earned locally will go further, especially with the country's lower prices on grocery and consumer goods. Poland is slowly becoming a hotspot for international travelers and expats. The big cities are very modern and have all the Western amenities you could need, but at half the prices spent in Germany. Teaching is an option, but there are also a whole set of professional service job opportunities to be found that can pay very well. Rent for a one-bedroom apartment starts at around $350, and a meal out at an inexpensive restaurant is only around $5. Number 5, Hungary. One of the most thriving and best developed states in Central and Eastern Europe, Hungary represents a top destination for expats and tourists around the world. Hungary is certainly one of the best countries to live in Europe, even if it wouldn't be quite cheap to live there. The monthly budget per person in Budapest starts from $700 per month to cover all expenses. Real estate prices are picking up in the central district of Budapest, and a budget of $1,000 is enough to live in one of these areas. Number 4, Bulgaria. Bulgaria is one of the oldest in Europe, is situated in Southeast Europe. It is one of the cheapest countries in Europe to live and has quickly become a favorite among travelers. The Bulgarian people are some of the friendliest in Europe. With $1,000, you can have a better standard of living than the average of persons living in countries such as Switzerland, Austria, Germany. This money will be enough for you to rent a one-bedroom apartment, buy quality food, to go out with friends for a drink or to eat something, to buy clothes, and to go out to cinema regularly. Number 3, Romania. Romania is another country in Eastern Europe that offers great opportunities for expats. It has a diverse economy, which includes self-employed businesses, fast-growing startups, and high-income job opportunities. The country has a delicious cuisine, a pretty affordable cost of living, and an unmatched natural beauty. The budget for a single person in Romania starts from $600 to cover all of his expenses. Number 2, Ukraine. When it comes to the cheapest countries to live in Europe, Ukraine is definitely among the leaders. While being very affordable, the country also has lots to offer sightseeing-wise. It is big, diverse, and has plenty of things to do. The travel itinerary for Ukraine can amount to up to 4 weeks of a fun, never-boring adventure. The main attraction in the western part of the country is the Carpathians, a perfect spot for green tourism with lots of hiking trails and outdoor adventures. The central part is about exciting cities like Kyiv and smaller cute towns like Kamyanets-Podilsky. To the east of the capital starts the industrial part of the country with plenty of gems for fans of Soviet architecture. Finally, the southern part is a gateway to the sea with secluded beaches and beautiful nature. And all of this diversity comes at a cost of around $35 per day, with food, accommodation, and basic transportation included in this price. This is a cost per day for an active travel itinerary. For regular life, an average Ukrainian usually spends between $500 to $850 on rental, transportation, food, and recreational activities, depending on the city. For smaller towns like Kamyanets-Podilsky, Vinnytsia, or Ivano-Frankivsk, the minimum monthly budget starts from $500 with rent, food, transportation, and basic expenses included. Number 1, Georgia. The Republic of Georgia is one of the cheapest travel destinations in Europe, and indeed one of the most inexpensive countries to live in as well. Located right at the cusp of 2 continents, Georgia is first and foremost a country of immense natural beauty. 2 mountain ranges, the Greater Caucasus in the north and the Lesser Caucasus in the south, provide ample opportunities for hiking in summer and skiing in winter. Outside of the alpine landscapes, you can find wild deserts and mud volcanoes, wetlands along the Black Sea coast, and lush hills where hazelnut trees and tea bushels grow. As if the nature wasn't enough, Georgia has an extremely rich and diverse culture underpinned by a strong heritage of Orthodox Christianity. Mountaintop monasteries, cave citadels, and fortresses embedded in rocky cliffs are all entry points to exploring the nation's history. Then there's the wine. Georgia is one of the oldest wine-producing countries on earth, making vino an essential and inseparable part of the culture. Living in Georgia gives one ample opportunities to explore this diverse country. Mountain lovers will rejoice at the number of relatively untouched hiking trails in the Caucasus, while sun-seekers can get their fill on the majestic sand beaches on the Black Sea coast. In between, countless small towns and villages all promise heartfelt hospitality. Do let us know in the comments which one of them you want to choose for living. Please subscribe to Travel the World. Thanks for watching.